right, and we are back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast. And for the final part of the show, we are now going to preview the National League Division Series, both series, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Phillies, Braves. So a couple of division matchups in the National League. So, right now my sports group chat's getting blown up because we're talking about something regarding our Dynasty League. So... also thought my dog was going to start barking because anytime she hears people like talking outside, that's when she starts going crazy. So hopefully that doesn't happen. She's been good this whole week, so we're hoping that that continues. But so now let's open up the let's show the bracket again. So now I got to change the segments here. Obviously, I don't know if there's a way I could do it without showing without showing me do it, but changing the segment titles, but I don't know. So, but yeah, once again, got the bracket up again. So on the National League side of things, obviously Diamondbacks, they swept the series with the Brewers, and the Phillies swept the series with the Marlins, which sets up interesting matchups. Teams that know each other well. Dodgers and Braves, they went 8-5 against the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. So I mean, these series are going to be good. I think Phillies and Braves, that's the one everybody is going to focus on them more so. For me, like I said, I think the Diamondbacks are the team that's least likely to upset their opponent. But then again, the Dodgers have been upset in the past. The 2019 Nationals, they were able to do it. So, that's just one team that comes to mind. Padres, they upset them last year. So, I mean, those are just two examples. So the Diamondbacks can do it. They got the pitching. And I've liked how some of their players have gotten off to the starts that they've gotten off to in the postseason. Corbin Carroll, their rookie, he got off to a good start. So, I'm not going to say the Diamondbacks have no shot. They definitely have a shot. I just think they don't have the best shot. The other teams that are trying to pull off upsets, they have, I think, the better shot to do so. But we'll see what happens. With the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, I think that's another series that I think is going to go 4 games. I'm going to say the Diamondbacks get at least 1 game. But then again, I mean, I talked about this, is the the pitching rotation concerns, because obviously you got Clayton Kershaw, who he's got his struggles in the postseason, his past struggles, and he's older now, and obviously outside of him the rotation is kind of a little bit thin. Bobby Miller is going to be a guy that's going to get a start. Lance Lynn is going to be starting. Kershaw, his overall numbers in the postseason in 38 games, he's 13-12 with a 4.22 ERA. The WHIP is at 1.08, and he had a nice regular season: 13-5, 2.46 ERA. I mean, and his career regular season record is just unreal: 210 and 92. That's his win-loss record, and then he has a 2.48 ERA. I mean, what else can we say about the guy? First ballot Hall of Famer, But obviously they've dealt with some injuries, and guys have left. I mean, Dustin May and Walker Buehler, those guys are out for right now, so they're not going to have them. And like I said, you got Bobby Miller, and then you have Lance Lynn as well. So that's probably what the rotation is going to be. So I mean, you kind of like the Diamondbacks' chances based off of that, and also because of Kershaw's struggles. So game 1, it looks like it's going to be Kelly against Kershaw. So obviously Kelly didn't pitch in the series against the Brewers, because the Diamondbacks were able to get it done in 2 games. So that's a good pitching matchup right there. Then we go to, the next time they play each other. So it's going to be on Monday. So game 2, it looks like it's going to be Zach Gallen against Bobby Miller. So again, that could be another good pitching matchup. Bobby Miller finished with a 11-4 record with a 3.76 ERA. So yeah, I think that's a good pitching matchup there. And then game 3, right now we got Lance Lynn. So I would assume that Fought is going to start. But again, we'll see what happens. That's not confirmed right now. There's no pitchers lined up for the Diamondbacks. But that's how the Dodgers have their rotation set up. So you know what? I mean, I give the Diamondbacks a good shot. I do, but I just think that the Dodgers lineup, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, J.D. Martinez having a bounce back season, Max Muncy. I just think the Dodgers are just a better team. It's kind of like what I was saying with the Marlins and the Phillies. I just think the Dodgers are a better team, and I think they should win this series. Now, I give the Diamondbacks a good chance. I think it's going to go 4 games. I'll give them at least 1 game, but I think ultimately the Dodgers are going to be the team that moves on. And, but again, Diamondbacks, if they get knocked out, I mean, they had a good season. They had a few rough patches as well. But, you know what, they're going to build off of this. They got some good young players, good starting pitching. So, you know what, this team's only going to get better. But we'll see. We'll see what happens from the series. Now we get to the, I guess you want to call it David versus Goliath matchup. And that's the Phillies and the Braves. Now, the Braves have had an historic season. Ronald Acuna Jr. with his season, 40-plus home runs, 70-plus stolen bases. And then you got Matt Olson hitting 50-plus home runs. The Braves, they should win this series. But it's going to be really tough. It's going to be tough. The Phillies, they have a great lineup. Their lineup is loaded. Again, you give the slight edge to the Braves. And you know what? The Braves have some, they have, injuries to their rotation. Because right now, it looks like the starting pitchers are going to be Spencer Strider against Ranger Suarez, which you kind of figure that's what the matchup. You kind of figure that's who the Phillies were going to send out, just because you had Nolan Wheeler just pitch. So that's going to be Game 1. So again, I mean, Game 1's critical for the Phillies to win, because you got your third best starter going out there, but. They were able to hit Spencer Strider last year in the postseason. Right now, they have no Game 2 starter on Monday. So, you kind of figure it. I'm guessing it'd be Wheeler, and then Nola would pitch Game 3 on Wednesday. So, right now, they don't. I just hate that they don't have, starters listed. But, that's how it is at the moment. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But listen, the Phillies with their lineup, I think they could keep up with the Braves, of course. Obviously, the Phillies, I know they wish they had Rhys Hoskins in the series, but they got Trey Turner, Castellanos, Harper, Bryson Stott, Alec Boehm, JT Realmuto. That lineup is very good. And did I say Schwarber? I don't even remember. But yeah, that's just. They could keep up with the Braves' offense. With Acuna, Olsen, Albies, Ozuna, Austin Riley. That series I think is going to go 5 games. I'm going to say that series goes 5 games. But I'm going to say the Braves they take it. Also because it's my World Series pick, and it's pretty. Obviously, it's not. It's a popular opinion, of course, but I just think it's the. I think it's the Braves' year, and I think this is where they get it done. But this series is going to be tough. It's division rivals. These teams know each other well, and the Phillies got great home field advantage. They really do. Because, listen, you go back to Philly tied at 1-1, and that's exactly what happened last year. It could end up being the end for the Braves again, but we'll just have to wait and see. But it should be a great series. So both of those National League Division series, so both of those are going to be on TBS. Actually, no. Oh wait. Okay. MLB kind of glitched when I just opened it. So Phillies and Braves, that's going to be on at 6:07 Eastern Time on TBS. Dodgers will be on at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time, also on TBS. Then Game 2 of those series will be on Monday, Phillies and Braves 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time, and Diamondbacks Dodgers 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Monday, again, both on TBS. And then right now the times are to be determined. So at least on MLB. But yeah, so once again, TBS will have the National League side of things. Fox and FS1, they will have the American League side of things as they continue to do their flip-flop year after year. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Phillies can upset the Braves? What series are you most excited for? Let me know. Try to get to the comments, of course. I just heard my dog bark. So she heard something. Yeah, I mean, it should be a good weekend, and really looking forward to the games. Like I said, I think we're going to get at least one upset. I think that's just bound to happen, so we'll see. I mean, if it ends up being the Braves, I mean, that's just going to be a huge disappointment, especially with the kind of seasons that, some of their players have had, and you have the MVP, and you have the runner-up for MVP, basically, in the National League. Well, one of the runner-ups, because, on the Dodgers side, they're going to have the runner-ups for MVP with, Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. So, but yeah, ultimately, I picked the Astros, the Orioles, the Braves, and the Dodgers. That I said was going to be the championship series, but I think it might be Rangers Astros. But we'll see. Again, gotta watch the games, and crazy things are going to happen. We know that. And I continue to say how baseball is just unpredictable. So, but it should be good. It should be a fun weekend. And then obviously that'll carry over into next week. And I won't be recapping. I mean, those series are going to be over by the time, or almost over, by the time I talk baseball with you guys next week. Because like I said, this is we got a week gap, in between this and the next show. Now, again, I'll continue to do the YouTube shorts. So those will be out every single day, but the show is now going to be reduced to one day, and now my dog is barking louder. So as we're getting close to wrapping up here, but yeah, so there's going to be a week gap between now and the next show. So by then we'll have a clearer picture on what the championship series could look like, and see how right or wrong I am. Which, listen, I'm leaning towards maybe being wrong, because I feel like for the most part, whenever I make a prediction, it doesn't go right. I mean, the National League side of things, I was right. The American League, yeah, not so much. I had faith in my AL East team, compadres, but that just wasn't the case. They both scored a combined 2 runs, the Blue Jays and the Rays. So now, would the Yankees have done any better? I don't know. I just want to show you guys, for everybody that's in the chat. So this is my phone case right now. It's a Yankee phone case, and it basically symbolizes the deterioration of the Yankees, as their season just slowly fell apart. So I just wanted to show you guys that. But yeah, that's basically it for today's show. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Enjoy the games. Again, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to our channels. I'm working on getting yesterday's show the broken down segments posted, the 4 parts. So make sure to go check that out. That'll be out at some point today. And that's pretty much it. So that is all the time that we have for today. I thank you guys for watching. Once again, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and a like to the video. And I'll try to get to all the comments as best as I can. So until then, I'm Kenneth Gruenfelder signing off from the GSMC Baseball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Have a good day. And I will see you guys on Monday for the GSMC Football Podcast. But I will see you guys, for the baseball people, I will see you guys next Friday. Take care and enjoy the weekend and enjoy the games.